Good morning, YouTube. 7:48 in the AM. I was able to knock out about a little over 100 miles last night. I drove for like 2.5 hours. Where am I? I'm somewhere South Carolina at Flying J. Not important enough to look up the town. We got a long day ahead of us. We have to go through Atlanta here in a couple hours. Birmingham shouldn't be too bad. Mobile probably won't be too bad. How far are we going to get today? Let's see how far In-Laws is from us from right here. I don't think we might be able to make it to the Tiger Trail. I mean, if we go that far, then we'll have to get past Baton Rouge. So let's see how far we can get. So let's see here. Lafayette, Baton Rouge, right here. So that would be the Tiger truck stop. That says the Bayou truck stop. Baton Rouge. Where's that one? Probably is the Bayou truck stop. Well, there's two of them here. Be that one. Rhodey's Tiger Stop. So that right there is 754 miles. So we're not going to be able to make it that far. I doubt. We're going through all those three big cities. So what about this place right here? Petro and Hammond, Louisiana. That's 685 miles. I mean, it can be done. Can be done. So let's add that to trip. And see what the Trucker Pass says time-wise. 10 hours and 15 minutes. We can get to Hammond. Yeah, I don't even want to set a target stop. I guess Hammond. So 688. That put me about 350 miles away from Houston at that point. So I need to have a long-ass day. If I can do more than that, problem is from Hammond to Baton Rouge. I mean, that's why I stopped the last week at Hammond for the stream, because when I try to tackle Baton Rouge, I think not. All right, we're going to add, that's going to be our target. And then, so we can probably be there 606, so that's just going straight through, but we'll have to do a 30 somewhere, and we'll probably have to grab fuel somewhere on the line too. So we'll grab fuel and do our 30 at the same spot, wherever that winds up being. So we're looking at realistically being there by 7 p.m., which is fine. I'd get up and get on the road by 5 and have this load dropped off by 10-ish. And then get there a little earlier for the live load pickup going to Bloomsburg, PA. And then, I said the goal is to kind of get back to In-Laws tomorrow evening for the Power Hour stream. So the day you're seeing this is Saturday. Don't forget our Power Hour stream with KO and Country at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on either one of our channels. So after you watch this video, because it goes up 4:30 every day, members get first access though. As soon as it gets processed on YouTube, members can see it then. But 4:30 for everybody else, Eastern Time. Be sure at 7 o'clock, a couple hours later, we're live with the Power Hour. So, all right, let's get going. Let's get this pre-trip done. And we have 3/4 tank of fuel. We can drive the whole way on that, but we're going to have to do 30 anyway somewhere. Probably Gulfport, Mississippi will be where we get fuel, because it'll be cheaper along the route. So that's probably where we'll do it. Anyhow, thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate all the support. Let's hope this Atlanta and Baton Rouge. Atlanta bugs me. I mean, we just need to have a great, flawless drive day. That's what it's going to come down to. Let's see what this trucking world has in store for us today, shall we? Alright, so we just stopped. We have been driving, where we at? We're in Shorter, Alabama. There's a Petro here, there's a Love's across the street, there's a little place right here, which I'm hoping has my vape things. We've driven for 5 hours and 35 minutes, and we've traveled 344 miles. So we're exactly the halfway point from when we started this morning, 688 miles to that Petro in Hammond, right? Now, when I got into the Atlanta Carbuncle, the whole freaking galaxy mess that they have there, my ETA was 630. When I got out of that mess, my ETA was 705. Now it's 702, but I just stopped. We already knew 630 wasn't going to happen, about 7 o'clock more realistically. But I lost 40 minutes or so in that mess. So now my ETA, it says 702, but it'll be 735, 740. So basically, I got 5 hours and 3 minutes to get there. But after I get my 3 hours back after this 30's up, I'll have 5 hours and 24 minutes to actually do it. So I need 5 hours and 3. I'm only going to have 5 hours and 24. Now, we are about 20 miles from Montgomery. We're at 64 South, and we're 100 I don't know. We're about 240 miles or so from Mobile. From Mobile, no, let me do the math. It's 140 miles, or 200 miles from Mobile. So, as long as Mobile, Alabama, around that time, 4-ish, 5-ish o'clock isn't horrible, we should be okay. That's the plan. But for now, I am hungry. I didn't eat this morning. I'm going to walk in here, see if they got my vape stuff. I need to be right out of here and just get to getting. So I want to try to grab something. I probably just want to grab pork rinds. I don't have enough time to cook. I'll probably just grab some pork rinds and tide me over until I can park and then actually cook. So let me go do all that stuff and get back here, and let's get back on the road. As it turns out, that little Indian place here does have my vapes that I like. So I got a couple of those. I did get pork rinds, like I said. I even got a monster, well, two monsters. Because they were, of course, the twofers. And I got chicken. I got 3 thighs. So that's going to be my lunch. But I was reading the email just now from Tyler. Tyler emailed me sometime back saying he was going through Schneider orientation. It was already set for a certain date and all that, blah, blah, blah. He asked me a couple questions and I answered. And he sent me an email as an update. He's like, let's see what he said exactly. Hey, country update for you. I went to Schneider and got my first truck today at the Charlotte OC. And it says, it don't have any mirrors on it. He got one of those eye in the sky ones, right? You know, the camera's up here with no side mirrors. So I'm like, yep, you got your eye in the sky. Tyler, shout out to you, buddy. If you see this, I wish you the best. And stay safe, driver. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'll answer anything that I can. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. But for now, we've been here for 16 minutes, so let me scarf this down because I want to get out right on the 30 so we can continue on down the way and hopefully make it the other 343 miles uneventful. All right, I am saddened because we did not make Hammond. We're in Gulfport. I'm at the Loves in Gulfport. I questioned about the Flying J, but my logic behind not stopping there makes no sense. I'm not even going to tell you what the logic was, but I was going to go ahead and try to push to Hammond. GPS said I needed an hour and 16 minutes to get there, which was up to like 125. Because you remember how I told you I was worried about Mobile? Mobile wasn't a problem. Freaking Montgomery was a pain in the ass. I lost another 40 minutes there and that crap. There's a wreck in the, if you don't know, 85, it stops. It begins and ends at 65 in Montgomery, Alabama. So when you're going south, it ends and you either gotta go south on 65 or north on 65. But that's the end of 85. There was a wreck right there at that split, mile marker 0. It was all jammed up, man. It sucked donkey balls. But, like I said, GPS said I needed an hour and 17 minutes to get there, which was up to like a 122 when I got out of that mess. But I only have an hour and 5 minutes left. And I even thought about cheating, getting to the last minute, pulling over, putting myself on PC and going to safe haven. But I know for a fact that that's against the rules at Schneider. Not against the rules at DOT, but it's against the rules at Schneider. So, my brain don't let me do shady shit. It just won't let me do it. So I'm here. I am 411 miles away from the Home Depot in Houston. I am going off duty right now for a 10-hour break. So it's set. It's 19:09. So at 5 a.m. 5:09. Well, let me tell you, we drove a total of 606 miles. We needed 688 miles, and 9 hours and 54 minutes. I got an hour and 5 left, but it's not enough to get there. And the problem is between here and there, this is like the last big truck stop. There's like, or no rest areas either. I even did a quick scan trying to find something on 12 between here and there. The options are very, very limited. So I couldn't make it all the way. I just had to stop here. So now, like I said, I'm 411 miles away from delivery and 6 hours and 14-minute drive time. So my 10 will be up at 5:10 in the a.m. So I need to be up and on it then so I can have this load dropped off by noon at the latest, do a quick drop and hook, and get 9 miles over to the other pickup. That's what I need to get done. And tomorrow's Saturday. Baton Rouge on a Saturday morning. Let's hope not. It's bad. Let's hope it's not bad. But while I was here at Love's, I went ahead and filled up the driver's side tank. Got 55 gallons because I was below a quarter of a tank. I even got a few gallons of DEF. So that'll get me at least there. And I can fill up with some cheaper fuel after I get attached to the next load. Oh, it's a bummer, man. So I lost about an hour and a half total, 45 minutes or so in Atlanta. I gained some of that back, but I lost a good 30, 40 minutes there in Montgomery. Other than that, in a couple construction zones, the day was smooth. Like I said, between here, Gulfport, and Hammond, there's not a lot of truck stop options. At least not the trucker path that's showing. There might be some for you, like you local guys might know a little secret, hideouts or whatever. But it's just too close to risk. Don't want to get in trouble. Follow the rules, whether I like them or not. You got to do it. But anyway, so that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and quickly edit this video. And where I had that chicken and those pork rinds earlier, I'm not even hungry enough to cook anything, so I'm just going to go to sleep. So that'll be my one meal today. So I appreciate all the support, guys. Appreciate you watching, clicking the video, commenting down below, asking your questions, emailing me. I love all that interaction shit from you guys. I do. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow.